Thank you very much, Niels. Thank you. Honorable Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, former and designate President of the Democratic Party, my dear friend Norbert Mao. Dear Ambassador Matthias Schauer in absentia, honorable members of Parliament, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, all dignitaries present in your respective capacities, distinguished guests. Indeed, as it has been mentioned before, looking around and seeing all of you here today is truly humbling. We, as the Konrad-Adenauer-Stiftung, are grateful that you are honoring this occasion with your presence. Thank you to our keynote speaker, to our panelists, and Raymond as a moderator for making this a memorable conversation that celebrates the work that we do at KAS. And I must say, as Ambassador Schauer was leaving, he said, and it's a compliment, but I know it's the truth. He said he has enjoyed this conversation more than many others in the 6 years of his tenure here. So we are very happy for this. Thank you once again. All of you here today are what makes us, the Konrad-Adenauer-Stiftung Uganda in South Sudan. The contribution of each and every one of you is an indispensable part of who we are, of the achievements and successes that we share. We know that our work would never have been possible without all of you playing your different roles and contributing in your respective capacities. Today for me is a day to pay tribute to almost 6 years of service as country representative. Today is a day to thank you. Trust me, when I am done with it, you are glad that I'm out. But please give me these few minutes. This baton that we've just held shows that I stand somewhere in between. There is a long history behind our work and presence here before me. And we are hopeful to see many more names added to it in the future. Our journey would not have been possible without the initial cooperation with the Democratic Party, which began in the late 60s. Later on also with the NRM Secretariat and with different political parties after the introduction of the multi-party dispensation. Our contribution to civic education and political trainings across the country are unthinkable without close cooperation with the Office of the Prime Minister, the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, and many other governmental institutions. And indeed, we take pride in the fact that KAS can count some of the country's most respected political figures among its scholars. One of them being here, the Minister of Justice, but also, for example, the late Right Honorable Jacob Olania. In my own time, I am especially grateful for the close cooperation with the Office of the Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, strengthening parliamentary diplomacy, building bridges between our two countries, and advocating successfully in Berlin and Brussels in the interest of this country. As KAS, we strongly believe that political parties are the institutions that translate the interests and political will of citizens into decision-making. We are glad to have contributed, and Niels, you have mentioned it, to exchanges between governing political parties on both sides, while also working closely with the political parties in opposition. To the leadership of the Alliance for National Transformation, dear Honorable Alasso and dear General Munto, we know that you are appreciated across the political aisle, and we are proud to be associated with you. As KAS, it has always been our goal to serve as a platform for dialogue among different actors. Recently, I learned from Council Alison Karuhanga that one of Uganda's earliest think tanks, I guess back then it was not going by the name of a think tank, but rather a debating society, of which his father was a founding member of, was supported by KAS. It is a proud history to continue, and therefore we are happy to contribute to the debates of our time on national issues and international relations. Thank you to the Diplomatic Corps for appreciating and strengthening the exchange and the cooperation with KAS. Whether through the EU co-founded projects, Niels, you have also mentioned them, or by jointly pulling off one of our flagship events, as in the case with the French embassy, the Kampala Geopolitics Conference. As KAS Uganda, we are known for contributing to the body of knowledge in this country, something that would never be possible without our cooperation with academia, and especially the Makerere University, whose doors have always been open to us. As KAS, we would be far weaker without the expertise, the experience, the creativity, ideas, visions, and passion of our partners in the civil society, as well as within the creative and media industry of this country. You make us shine. Thank you. And sometimes bring us also in trouble. To all the people who support us behind the scenes and help us transform ideas into tangible results, whether through professionally edited and printed publications or remarkable events, thank you. A special thank you to all our partners. Please allow me not to list all of them, but it's a gratitude from the bottom of my heart, especially to all those partners with whom we invest in the young people of this country. The fellowships, our fellows, and our alumni are that part of our work that makes us especially proud. Personally, I would like to thank the heads of German and international organizations with whom I have always enjoyed a relationship built on trust. To my counsel, I don't see him today, who is the best advocatus diaboli one can imagine. And to all of you whom I genuinely call friends. For all the coffee cups shared, all the laughter and reflections, your guidance, your courage, and your hugs. Thank you for carrying part of the emotional burden and allowing me to keep some of it away from my family, whom I would also like to thank for making all of this possible. Lastly, and most importantly, KAS is a team effort. So please, my dear team, come up to the stage. I believe it will take time because they're everywhere, but please give us this moment to them to reach here in the front. I know that there are many also former colleagues of KAS. Please also get closer here to the podium.
Yusuf.
For the Sipodi team, could you please just stand up so you are also seen? I think they are already at the barn, yes. That's also KAS for you. Cynthia, please. This is the team. We are small. And I could say many, many words about every one of them. But then my eyes would become very teary. I will say only this. Guys, you have been both my very personal and our institutional backbone. Thank you. Remember Alice in Wonderland? It takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. And dear guests, we have been running, sprinting, walking, and moving together all this time. Thank you. I am deeply grateful for the experience. And it's just the right time to pass on the baton. Thank you, Niels, for your words and being part of this farewell. And dear Peter, it's a relay. Thank you.